see that that is the protein bond. I'm going to now put some rubber base on. So rubber base is really just base coat. So just make sure that you don't get it onto your skin and it doesn't go over the cuticle. Bring it towards the end and just make sure it covers. The same on the next one. Make sure you go along the side wall. Again, not touching. You don't need lots. It can be quite a thin layer. Enough just to give it a coat, and then pop it in the lamp for 60 seconds. Now we're going to use slip solution. So this is where having a little pot is handy. Don't need much. And we're going to prep the brush. Okay, so I'm going to put it into the slip solution, give it a wipe. If you run out of slip solution, I don't think there's any problem with using isopropyl alcohol or some prep and wipe if you have some. As long as it hasn't got acetone in it, that's fine. Just check your ingredients. Okay, so now we're ready to put the signature gel. So open your gel, squeeze a bead of gel. Can you see? Now you can just use the end of the cuticle pusher, pop it on. So nothing's going to happen to that until we pat it down. So push towards the cuticle. Tap it down very carefully. Use the slip solution to help move the product down. Well, I've got a lot of product on here. This is the first time I've ever used signature gel over the top of a nail tip. I usually just do them freeform. I like doing the sculpting. So this is quite strange really, but it's okay. Oh, I've got a lot of product here, so I've got too much, so I'm going to take some off. And don't want to waste it, so I'm going to pop it onto there. Okay, so tap it down. Now this is the time that you can actually just spend to get this how you want it. So if you were worried about it overhanging or not overhanging, or coming to the end, not coming to the end, you can just spend your time patting this down and getting it perfected. Sorry, silly me. And then likewise, if you think that it needs shaping a bit more or moving, can you see how it can move around by just literally passing it down like that? It's very warm, and this is very liquidy compared to what it would normally be like if you weren't in today's hot weather. But I think I'm just going to leave it like that for now. It doesn't really look quite how I'd like it, but I know I can file that off, and I'm going to do the same with the next one. And then what we're going to do is pop it in the lamp and give it 60 seconds. Let me just do this one, see if this one's any easier. I usually find when I'm doing something, the first nail is always really difficult, and then I move on to the second nail and I get my confidence up with the products that I'm using, and I find that it's a little bit easier to do. So actually, yeah, this one I think is going just a little bit better. Of course, because I've not done it before, I'm not going to know with this signature gel how thick I need it for the strength that I need on this actual tip. That one looks better. See, it's less, I've put less product on, and I'm just going to tap it around here, and I think I'll leave it like that for now, and we'll just see how these go when I pop them in. So 60 seconds in the lamp. While you're using the lamp, you want to make sure that you keep everything out of the direct line of it, so you don't want the signature gel open. You don't want it to go and get set in, curing in there. What do you think of this? My little thing that I made the other day. This, I'm hoping that I can just use it as a little palette, and then I can put colours on there and use my fine liner. So I bought a fine liner from SBD. Let's see if I can find it to show you. Ah, is that it? No, that's a 3D oval brush that I'm going to use when we start doing all the shapes and everything and flowers and things like that. I can show you how to do that with that brush. That one is, this one is a oval number 10 for doing acrylic. Fine liner is here somewhere, I'll find it in a minute. Okay, so that's been in. Now, at this stage, what you can do is you can decide if there's enough product on there, you can wipe it off with wipe off solution and file. Or if you look at it and think there's a bit missing, think I need a bit more, you can put some more on. I think what I'm going to do is just quickly wipe it off with some spray at this stage, just to see, because I don't want to be using too much product. Okay, so I've wiped it off. Feels pretty firm. Now I would file. So I always start by coming down the side wall and down this side wall. So can you see how I'm actually using my thumb to stop any pressure on my own nail? Now I'm going to come across the cuticle area and across the cuticle area here. File the tip. So this, you can see I'm doing it at an angle. So it's pointing down towards the end of the tip. And then we'll do the same on this one. So the trick is to keep the file straight, because you don't want it going like this, it'll lose the shape. So just keep it really straight. And the same on this side. And then I'm going to go around the cuticle area. Down towards the end of the tip. And across. And then once you've done this, you can use the white block just to take off any scratches. Seagulls everywhere. Well, that one's much better than the first one, look. So have a look down at the end and make sure there are no bits. And then if it's not thin enough, just pop your file at that angle. Can you see how it's thinning that end down? Which is the tip, obviously. So we want a thin end and we want it nice and flush around the cuticle. We don't want any splits here, so always follow like that and follow that way. Yeah, that one's okay. This one probably will be okay once I've just corrected it a little bit. So I'm going to use my file to shape towards the tip, round the cuticle. Whoops. I'm trying to do it slowly. And then what you want to do is you want to be looking at it from all angles so that you can see if it's nice and smooth. That one, I'm fairly happy with that one. This one probably needs a bit more work on it. I haven't got time really to do it right now. But you can obviously see that if you needed to add more product on, if there was a dip here, what you would do now, wipe, and then get more product out and pop it on with your slip solution. I think I'm just going to have a go. When I did this last time, it didn't, the product was so difficult to get out, and it's easier when you put it straight onto something metal. Right, here we go. This is the one that I thought looked like it could do. So this is the point where you always get breakage. It's called the apex. So I'm just going to reinforce this bit here. There we go. So it's really flexible, this product. You can put it wherever you want to. If you've missed a bit off, you can just add it on. If you're worried about the cuticle area, you can bring your brush up and just tap it down. And you can tap the product where you want, or smooth it back up. I think that's a bit better. Okay, so it's not perfect by any means, not how I would want to finish my nail off, but for the purpose of just showing you a quick demo, I think it'll be okay. So I'm just going to put that back in. So the good thing about the signature gel is you can keep reapplying. As long as you wipe it off, you can keep reapplying more to the nail to get the strength that you want. The signature gel comes in lots of different colours. At the moment we have, this is called Sakura Pink, which I really like. I've also got clear, so that's great if you want to do some clear tips with some glitter. And this one's called Misty Rose. These are the trial sizes and this is the full size. And then once I've done this, I'm going to wipe it off and I would paint, and then I would use the tempering top coat. So I'm just going to show you the finished nail. 10 more seconds to go. There we go. So I'm just going to use some wipe off solution again, or hygiene spray, or isopropyl alcohol. Give it a good old wipe. Get all the residue off. And then finish it. So let's have a look where I put that on. So I'm just going to go, can you see how easily it files? It's so soft to file. And then you can paint. So what you would do then is use your gel colour that you want, or leave it as it is and just put top coat on. So I'm just going to put some top coat on just to show you. So tempering top coat. Everything's so warm in here. So this is the first one that I did. It really does need more shaping, to be fair, but it'll do for now. And then that was the second one, which I'm much happier with. All in all, I do prefer sculpting, and actually when I turn my hand around now, you can see that it's at a bit of an angle there, but I'll sort that out. So 60 seconds. This is the top coat, and it doesn't need wiping off, this one. So this is, all in all, this is the slip solution, rubber base, tempering top coat, brush, and I chose 2 small sizes with my kit. That's what comes in the trial kit. Protein Bond, as I said on a previous video, that comes with the Young Nails trial kit, which is really good if you want to use gel. Okay, so there's the finished nails. Just going to pop some cuticle oil on. Give it a little rub round. Finished.